Hi, Saints. Hello, hello, hello. It's about almost 2 o'clock. You guys are probably hearing Mia making noise. As you guys know, Mia doesn't speak yet. She has autism, so or delayed speech or both. Let me put some lights on. You know, I just posted my the vlog from yesterday. Well, I'm exporting it right now. I'm late on it, but I did, it was more of a little chit chat just to kind of catch you guys up of what's been going on. And I realized as I'm watching it that although it was very sunny in my office and the sun was out, I mean, it was a little, no one said that, there was a little bit of rain, it was a little damp, but for the most part the sun was out, right? At least my office looked bright and airy. And mind you, the entire time that I was talking, right, it was dark. So I have to be really, really mindful of light. I feel as though now that I'm vlogging, I need to just keep the lights on, all the lights on in my house while I'm vlogging. Because when I think that I have enough light, or when I think that my office has enough sunshine or enough, like I said, enough light, I just start talking and I start vlogging, and then I find out and I realize that no, I don't have enough light. So you guys can hear Mia. Her voice has changed a lot, and so we're hoping that the changing of her tone the changing in her voice is leading up to her to talk. You know, we're really hoping for that. But it definitely has changed when she speaks. But she's on the floor right now, just let's see, in my office floor, playing with my iPhone charger. I don't feel comfortable putting them on the on YouTube just yet. And that might change, just because I'm always going to be with them and I'm always going to be vlogging. So if I'm with them and I'm vlogging, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But anyway, so again, in my office as usual. Connor had a half a day today, so he's in his room, I'm pretty sure, on his computer, hanging out with his friends online. My allergies are acting up, and excuse me. So I've been I had Bigo this morning, of course, and it was awesome. I was just, like I said, I was just editing the video from yesterday that should have posted yesterday, but I didn't get a chance yesterday to edit it. I was really, really exhausted from yesterday's day. I started to, and then I just stopped. I said, let me go lay down, and my laying down ended up being this morning. So there's not too much going on today. I mean, other than, you know, being a mom to my children, and definitely being a mom to my younger children, because as you know, Ivan and Mia both have speech delay, aka, or you know, they have speech delay, or it's autism, or it's both, you know. And you know what, I'm okay with that. You know, I really am. They are who God gave me, and I just ask God for strength to help me to take care of them, and to help me to educate them, and to help me to help them to be able to have an awesome life, you know. She's happy about something because she's been sitting here just talking and giving me hugs and stuff, and that's pretty cool. I definitely need to get painting again, as I was telling you guys. I remember that color that I was telling you guys that I needed to do and I wanted to do for the children's room, and I couldn't think of the name of that color. That's Mia. I couldn't think of the name of that color. I remember the name of the color. So the other night, well, last week, after I was vlogging, I was looking for different paint colors. I wanted to make sure that the paint color that I thought that I wanted, or I was thinking of choosing, was the one that I really wanted. And as I'm looking, all of a sudden, I stumbled upon the paint color, which is Gray Tint by Bien-Aime Moore. If anybody's looking for a nice color to paint their entire house, or just to paint a room, or to paint a hallway, whatever it may be, Gray Tint from Bien-Aime Moore is an awesome, awesome color. So I'm going to be picking up that color in the next couple of weeks, and I'm going to start painting their room. I think I'm going to start painting. I'm looking at the calendar now, and I think I'm going to start painting their room towards the end of the month. I want to get through this transition with Bigo and the new page, and to get that started. There's a couple, and then also I'm going to be doing some additional work from home, to bring in more income while I'm working on my business stuff. So I would say towards the end of the month, in a couple of weeks, which will be towards the end of the month, I will start. All right, mama girl. All right, sweetheart. I will start painting their room, which I'm going to paint it from head to toe, ceiling, walls, closet, everything. It's going to take some time because it's going to be me doing it. Unless my husband has some time, maybe he can help. I'm thinking about volunteering Connor to help me out a little bit. They don't know how to paint the way I know how to paint. But I think it'll be a new thing that I can teach Connor, and when Connor gets older and has his own house, then he can learn how to paint his own house. So, but I'm thinking about using that gray tint in other areas of the house. But it would definitely mean I have to move things, put them in the center, and then put things back as I paint, or as I go along to paint, you know. But so yesterday, my husband went to the grocery store last week or so, just to pick up a few items, and he picked up linguine because there was no more spaghetti. I ordered spaghetti. When I did grocery shopping on Walmart couple weeks ago, they were sold out on spaghetti to be delivered, to have them deliver it to me like they always do at groceries. They said they can only ship it. I thought, I don't need you to ship me spaghetti. I'll go to the store and get spaghetti. So my husband he was on his way from work and stopped at Walmart and went to go pick up some spaghetti. They were sold out on spaghetti. And even the gentleman that worked there told my husband, yeah, they're sold out on spaghetti. They've been flying off the racks, which is so funny to me that, spaghetti is a hot ticket item. So he made his very, very special dish, which he makes with spaghetti. It's Haitian spaghetti with a twist. It's more like a Haitian spaghetti cuisine. He makes it so nice and just completely different from the way Haitians normally make spaghetti. So he made it with linguine, and it doesn't taste too bad, but I have to tell you, I do not like linguine. The box said to boil the water for about 12 minutes and it's cooked. My husband boiled it for about 15-20 minutes and it was still hard, even after he boiled the spaghetti. And I don't like it. But I like linguine when I go into an Italian restaurant and they make it with their cheese and their heavy creams, But I don't think linguine is something that you can make at home very well, because I don't like it. I just say that's the last time I purchased linguine to make in my house, and my husband agreed on that. It just came out completely, I don't know. It almost like we needed to boil it for like 30 minutes. And again, the box said to boil it they said 12 to 15 minutes. I can't recall exactly, but it was between 12 to 15 minutes. And no. It definitely needs to be boiled much longer than that. So yesterday, listen, can I tell you guys, since Monday, because I took my mental break, I have been a little behind, not a little, but I have been behind on housework. Monday I didn't have any housework. Only laundry, right? And I didn't even do that. And then today I got to clean the master suite, and I'm going to do that because the master suite, we have a small house, as you guys know, right? We don't have a big house, right? We don't have, it's a family of 7 living in a 4-bedroom house. and it's about 2,400 square feet. Now I know to some people 2,400 square feet is not bad. No, it's not bad at all. We appreciate every inch and every ounce of space that we have in our home. But we don't have, you know, we don't have a playroom for our children. They play in their bedroom, which I'm fine with that. Even if when we do get when we do purchase our home, we don't care to have a playroom for our children either. They can play in their room. Each of them will have their own room, and they can have a space in their room where they can play in their room and put their toys back when they're done. But what I was saying is that, you know, we don't have a large house. We have a fairly decent sized house, and you know what? I forgot what I was saying, Saints. I apologize. Well, when I remember what we were just talking about, I'll talk about it again. But I completely forgot what we were talking about. I was actually thinking about Mia, and she's making all these noise, and I was thinking about her, and actually the noise distracted me. So I apologize for that. I forgot where I was going with that. But anyhow, so I'm going to clean the master suite today, of course, because I need to make sure. Oh, that's what I was saying. We don't have a large house, right? So the bedroom for my husband is also his man cave, you know, because we're in the living room. The living room, the kitchen are pretty much an open floor plan, right? So we have the living room and the bedroom, and we have all these children, and they run around, and they're in the living room, they're in the kitchen, they're all around. And he gets off work, and he loves to be able to go into a place where he can just take a deep breath and kind of collect himself from the day, and just pretty much unwind on his own, you know. Men, I tell you this, when men get off work, they need that time just to go in. Hi Saints, I'm back. It is about 9:09 p.m. I have spent the majority of the day in my office, pretty much all day long. I mean, I took care of the little ones. My husband helped me as well, and so did Connor. But for the majority of the day, I have spent my entire time in the office, and I plan to stay in the office for a few more hours. If I could not sleep tonight, because I'm not tired, which is a good thing. If I can stay up all night long tonight, I would so appreciate and so love it, because I have so much work to do. That I have work that I've had even 4 or 5 months ago. You know what I mean? So I have a lot of work to do. But the video that from yesterday that I was working on today is still exporting. I had to exit it out because I had an important fax I needed to send out, and I have e-fax. So I tried to do it through my printer to scan it, and then it can just go up. It'll just connect to the computer and just and I can automatically just fax it that way. Scan it to fax. But unfortunately, it was saying that my computer is not connected. And I tried to figure out what was wrong. I tried to disconnect, I tried to reconnect, and it kept saying the same thing. Not reconnect the back of the computer, but reconnect the cord for the fax machine and turning it off to see if that would work, and it still wouldn't work. So I don't know what's going on with the connection with the printer and the computer, but I didn't have time to troubleshoot it. So that's something that, you know what, if I have time this evening or sometime tonight, that's something that I'm going to play with. Try to scan something, whatever it might be, piece of paper, whatever it is. I'm going to try to scan it, and when that error message comes up again, try to troubleshoot where it's coming from. Yeah, and then, I mean, that's really much it. What else I've been doing? I have just been really working, and I still have laundry to do. If I can fold all the clothes tonight, that'd be awesome. One thing I will say though, Fridays is the day that I do not have any chores. It's also my catch-up day. If I didn't do a chore, if I didn't do something, I get to catch up on whatever it is that I didn't do for house chores. So, and you know, as I'm sitting here talking to you, I realize tomorrow's Friday, so tomorrow's my catch-up day. So I can definitely do the laundry tomorrow. The laundry's getting done tomorrow. I can't look at it any longer. I don't want to see it there for Sunday, because Sunday is my clean, and of course it's a cleaning day, is a deep cleaning day, and I do laundry on that day, and I want as little laundry as possible. The basket is pretty full, and the basket's full with one load, but I have a comforter on there that needs to be washed, so I need to clean that comforter and store it away. And then I have that one load of clothes. But I do have the my pig laundry bag where I put the clothes that I need to fold. It's overfull, so I need to fold those clothes, and I need to do. If I can do that this evening, I'll be happy. If I don't do it this evening, or if I don't get it all done this evening, tomorrow I can definitely get it done, which is good. It's my catch-all day, and tomorrow Connor has the day off, so I can definitely have a babysitter tomorrow. To not just for Vigo, but also for me to catch up on things. So I'm pretty excited about that. But most of all, I'm excited about the fact that I have been in my office. I cleaned out my bin. Finally, my office bins. I finally cleaned it out. Look at it. Look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. It's nice and clean and organized. So yeah, I cleaned that out. That bin was full. Sorry, Saints, my camera, of course, the timer logged out on me. So yeah, so my planner, my catch-all planner. Okay, so I'm gonna when I don't do if I miss something that I didn't get to do today that's in my planner, I just highlight it in blue, and blue highlighter means that I need to tackle it the next day, or I need to reschedule that task. So I have a meeting tomorrow for my cousin at 12:30, so I cannot forget. That's a very important meeting for her that I'm participating in on her behalf, so I do need to get that done. Tomorrow morning after Vigo, I do have some business tasks that I need to complete tomorrow that of course are outside of the house. Definitely got to go to the bank tomorrow as well. So I got to take care of a few things. So after Vigo tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and take care of that stuff, but I'm also going to vlog. You know, I've never really taken you guys out with me, so I think I'm going to take you guys out with me tomorrow for the first time. It's not gonna be anything exciting. Just gonna go to the bank, and then I gotta go to the bank, and then I have 2 more meetings I have to take care of, and they're not meetings, they're prospects. So I need to take care of those 2 things tomorrow. And that's pretty much it. And of course, it's my catch-all day, so you know, I'll take care of that, as you guys know. But yeah, and then while I was working, I did have a YouTube play in the background, and I was just watching a couple of videos. But every time that I got deep into my work, or I had to get something specific done, I just pause it or exit out of it. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I don't know what else. I know earlier we were talking about something, and then the camera actually died. When I was talking to you guys before, when I first started talking to you guys, the battery died on me, and so I went ahead and charged it. I was supposed to charge it only for an hour or 2, but it ended up being a few hours. That's why I'm back on here now at this time. That's pretty much it. Bible study was awesome this morning. Bible study, I feel as though it's getting better and better. So my new agency owner contacted me. Oh, that's where I need to check. I need to check Mia, as you guys know, Mia broke her phone, so she's using my phone. I gotta get my phone back and check to see if she messaged me back, because she did ask me to start the new page today. But I was trying to explain to her that I didn't want to start the new page today, because I wanted to finish off Temple for the week on the existing page, and then start the new page on Monday. So the thing is, when you start a new page, there's supposed to be an audition attached to that. So I don't know if I'm getting an audition. So that was my question to her. Am I still getting an audition, or am I just getting a new page because of my situation with my current agency owner? I don't know, but I'll find out. The Bible study was awesome today. We're still in First Chronicles. Actually, we finished First Chronicles. We're going into Second Chronicles. And I don't know if I've ever mentioned it to you guys, but First Chronicles was written for the Israelites after the Babylonian exile. It was a guide it was pretty much a guide, and I don't want to say a guide. It was I don't know what the word is that I want to say right now, but it was definitely, I can't think of the words on the tip of my tongue, and I've said it several times at temple, and I can't think of the word at this time. But First Chronicles was written to help the Israelites remember their heritage, and to remember where they came from, to remember how far they have come, so that they wouldn't get discouraged, and so that way, after the exile, they would be able to start new again with hope and faith, knowing where they came from. You know what I mean? And so for us reading First Chronicles, it's more of a summary for us for what we have already read, right? So it allows us to revisit the stories and the events that occurred before the exile, and that we've already read. And it's a really nice book, because, you know, like I try to tell our saints, you gotta picture yourself going back in those times, right? Because picture yourself getting out of the exile and being lost and not knowing, being shuffled around, not knowing where to go, what to do, and then, you know, here comes this guide, right? That you open up, and it talks about Adam and Eve. It talks about Abraham. It reminds you of King Manasseh. It reminds you of King David and his army and what King David did. It reminds you of King Solomon, who happens to be King David's son, who succeeded him when King David passed away at old age. It reminds them of all this stuff. So they get this little book, right? And they're reading it and reminding themselves of who they are and where they came from. And then for us, who's getting a copy of the book within the Bible, right? It's almost as if we're doing exactly what they did, and we are, because we're actually revisiting and reminding ourselves as well what the Israelites have gone through. You know what I mean? And let me just say this, saints: if you believe that Adam and Eve are your first parents and they were Jewish, then we are all Jewish. We're all Jewish. We're all one people. We're all the children of Israel. We're all the children of Israelites. We're all that. We are definitely one people. We're not different people. We're all one people, right? So, you know, they had this little guide, and then here we are in 2022, right? Having this guide in our hands to see and to remind ourselves who we are, our first history, which is the Bible. The Bible is our first history. Before there was American history, before there was black history, before there was slaves in Africa, the Israelites were the first ones to ever go through slavery. First ones, right? So there's nothing new under the sun, right? So First Chronicles is a really, really nice book. It's written by Ezra and Nehemiah. It's written by Ezra. They're two different people, by the way. It's written by Ezra, but we don't completely know, or I should say historians don't want to completely say it's written by Ezra, but the description and the way it's written, you can see the style, and it's a style of Ezra. When you start reading Ezra yourself, or reading the book of Ezra and reading the book of Nehemiah, you will see the comparison, you know. Now, Ezra and Nehemiah are two different people, and Ezra would write one part, and Nehemiah would write another part, and you would think that if one person's writing one thing, the other person writing something totally different, that you would get lost in the reading, but no, it doesn't. Once they're both done writing, and they put things together according to God's words, it all flows, it all makes sense, which is awesome, right? So, Lord, we're finished with First Chronicles. We're starting Second Chronicles tomorrow, and then we're in John, and it's John the Baptist, and John the Baptist is teaching us how to love God in the most simplest form, right? And, you know, back then, people would always think that John the Baptist was the Messiah to come, and John the I'm back, sorry about that. You know, he would always have to tell people all the time, I'm not the Messiah, but the Messiah is awesome. The Messiah is great. The Messiah is going to die on the cross for our sins. The Messiah is going to do miraculous things. He's come to save us. He's come to teach us. He is God in flesh, and he would always rave and talk about God and talk about how wonderful he was, right? Because you guys all know that Jesus and God are one, right? So the same thing that he was doing and talking when he was talking to people about who Jesus was, and when he was telling people that I'm not the Messiah, here we are in 2022 with the book of John in our hands, reading exactly what he was doing back then, you know. And it's awesome. It's so awesome. I mean, the Bible has so many different books within the Bible, and there are different authors to these different books, but these authors were very, very important people in the sight of God. They were ordained by God. They were prophets. Like John the Baptist was John the Baptist. He was an important figure for our history, our biblical history, right? And so now in Isaac, right, when you read the book of Isaac, it is all about Jesus. Jesus talking when he was born, when he went into hiding, when he defeated Satan on the mountain, when he fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. It is all about our Messiah, and it is primarily our Messiah talking to us up until the resurrection, right? But in John, he is reminding us of God's great work. He's reminding us of what God did. He was reminding us of what God said. He was reminding us of what he saw when Jesus was walking. Now, you see, John the Baptist, remember, he baptized Jesus. So he got to see and got to spend time with our Messiah in flesh. And here is this book, right, that he writes, and he talks about Jesus. And he was a very faithful man of God. And so he is teaching us, right, how to love God, how to appreciate God in the most simplest form, right? And he reminds us of everything that Jesus did, and how he spoke to the Samaritan woman, right? And the Samaritan woman didn't believe he was the Messiah. She thought, he might be a prophet, but you're not the Messiah. And after Jesus was talking to him and reminded her that it doesn't matter where you live, doesn't matter where you are, one day we will all worship God under one umbrella. One day we will, right? And her faith got strong, and she believed. Because she spoke to Jesus and Jesus spoke to her, she believed instantly. Then she went back to her town, and she was telling everybody about Jesus, how wonderful he is. He's our Messiah. He's great, and all the things that he told her. And they started to believe, right? But they even believed more when Jesus went into their town and stayed the night at their home, and worshiped with them, taught them, educated them, right? Gave them wisdom, taught them who God was, loved them up, showed them who he was. And then, not only did they believe the Samaritan woman, but they believed even more so because they had the chance to sit with Jesus and to be loved by him and to hear him speak for themselves like he did for the Samaritan woman, right? I mean, it's a wonderful thing. Then we're also covering that about Jesus talks about how he is the shepherd and we are his sheep, right? There are many sheep that are lost, and he wants them to come back to him. And to this day, right, Jesus preaches his words and teaches us his words through prophets, through ministers, and to good ministers, to true ministers, to evangelists, to people of God, so that they too can become his sheep, the ones that are lost, that the people that he is speaking through will help them to see the glory of God, right? So it's a wonderful book. It's a wonderful thing. So we're still in John, and we're actually getting up to the crucifixion now, and we're actually not. Some of you don't realize this, but Jesus died on the eve of Passover, right? That was the Last Supper. That was Passover, right? So we're at that place now. We're getting to that. I believe tomorrow we'll start talking about how they captured him. And remember, this is John the Baptist, right? You know, recounting these events for us and reminding us who he is, right? And reminding us of his words. Now his words don't change, because in Isaac, a lot of things that we're learning in John, we learned in I'm sorry, and I said Isaac, in Luke. I kept saying Isaac, I'm sorry, in Luke. I don't know why I said that, I'm sorry. But in Luke, I don't know why I said that. I'm thinking of our reading today. And we learned in Luke, right? That what we learned in Luke, we're learning in John, right? It's the same thing, but it's John the Baptist recounting all this stuff, right? And it's awesome. The Bible's awesome, saints, right? The Bible's awesome. I mean, come on. If you want to know who God is, you got to meditate on his words, because listen, you can walk around saying that you love God, you're his child, he's blessing you, all this stuff. Honey, until you know who God is, you don't know who's doing what in your life. It could be the devil messing with you. You got to meditate on your words day and night. God knows his people. God knows if your heart is really true for him. God knows if you really want to know who he is. God knows if you really, really want to meditate on his words day and night and really follow his decrees and his laws. God knows his people. He knows his people, and he reminds us of that in the Bible repeatedly. I know my sheep. I know my people. Right? So if you're not right with God, get right with God, because God is awesome. God is wonderful. God is great. He's everything you need, everything you want in life. He's what's going to get you out of your situation. Now let me just tell you this, saints, right? When you ask God to fix something or change something in your life, there's going to be war. There's going to be war. He's got to take all the toxicity out of your life. He's got to remove things, and it's just going to be an uproar. It's going to be war and an uproar. It's going to be everything that you're thinking shouldn't be, right? Then you're going to start asking yourself, well, I asked God to help me and asked God to change things around, and I sincerely meant it, because he knows in my heart I sincerely meant it, and he sees that, and then the war started. Well, the war that you're seeing is him putting things into perspective. You can ask God for something today, and in 5 years he'll answer you, right? Or he'll answer you, but in the meantime he's fixing it. You gotta have faith. You gotta believe. You gotta know who God is to know that he's working on your behalf. You gotta stay praying, right? You gotta not give up. And sometimes you might think he's not listening, because I go through it too. I mean, we all human, we go through it. We might be thinking, oh my goodness, is God listening to me? Is he helping me? What is he doing? Pray about it. Talk to him about it. And ask for discernment. There's a lot of things I've asked God the last couple of years, right? And I didn't see any change or anything like that. I didn't see any change. But in my heart and in my soul, I felt as though I needed to stay put in the situation that I was in. I prayed about it, and I would ask God to remove, to delete, to get rid of. And it would keep me right there in the same place. At times I thought, what is God doing? My camera died on me again, I'm sorry. But I'm going to end the vlog here. It's already 9:32. I don't want it to be too late. This video is still exporting. Look it. It's still exporting. It's going to be done soon. And I'm going to wait for it, of course. And then I'm going to go ahead and upload this video. This video is short, so it shouldn't take that long. But I'm going to go ahead and upload it. It may be later, until you guys actually get this later on in the night. But that's okay, as long as it's done, right? And then tomorrow is Friday. That's the end of the week vlogging. I'm going to vlog tomorrow. Like I said, I believe I'm going to take you guys with me on a little trip to the bank. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to record at the bank. And I'll even go to the prospects. I don't know if I don't know if they'll let me. I might be too shy to do that. But when I go to the bank, I'm just gonna talk to you guys and outside and stuff like that. But when I get inside, I'm not going to record anything for privacy reason, 1, and 2, for respect for them. I'm still nervous about taking my camera into public places and vlogging. I'm not completely there just yet, but you know what? But I gotta get there. No, scratch that. I gotta get there. So we're gonna get there, right? Anyway, saints, I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Stay prayed up. Keep your faith up, and love you.